guys, Larry here. Excuse me, LJH Investments, and I have another accepted offer on a performing note in Manchester, Kentucky, and it's a really nice property. The property details: it's a 3-bed, 1-bath home, built in 1993. It sits on 14,810 square feet. Square footage of the house is roughly, it's a little over 1,000. Fair market value on this property is $93,000. I did order a BPO on this property, and it actually came back at $114,000. The rent's coming in. It's owner occupied, but I always do a rental comparison just in case, to see what rents are coming in and things like that. It came in at $1,100. The note details: it is a contract for deed, first lien position. Initially 360 months, 30 years, interest rate 7%. Principal and I payments are $374.23. There's 154 payments remaining. The unpaid principal balance is $34,940. Roughly, the loan to value is about roughly 41%. The one bad thing with this property, there are outstanding taxes of $7,027. The 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019 are delinquent. And the 2015, 2020, 21 taxes were actually purchased by a third party. And from what the lady was telling me at the tax assessor's office, that this third party, they buy these up a lot. And they typically she said that they typically buy them for X amount, and they usually want double. So, for example, like the taxes in 2015, it was like $470. So just say $500. They'll be looking for $1,000 markup on it. So, with taking that all into consideration, I added everything up, and it roughly came to about $7,227 in outstanding taxes. So I did make an offer on this. But after finding out that the taxes are seriously delinquent, I did go back to the seller to fade my bid by the $7,027. And it may go lower. The taxes may actually go higher, depending on what the third party wants, or it may go lower. So depending on whether those taxes adjust, I will adjust my bid accordingly. Just because I don't want to be into this property then also having to pay these taxes. The seller needs to take care of it, or if I buy this note, then I'll rectify it and try to modify this house. So numbers, typically I usually share what I buy it for, and like the yields and stuff like that. And this one, I'm still in negotiations with the seller. I'll keep you posted. The exit plan is basically modify the loan, convert the contract for deed into a mortgage, and I want to include the taxes and insurance. I see a lot of times where when taxes are seriously delinquent over those years that I had one where they came to me and they said, well, I'm not, I wasn't sure whether I was supposed to pay taxes. It's that you're reliable, you're responsible for the taxes. So it's one of those things where I give them the benefit of the doubt, and then what I like to do is I like to go ahead and modify the loan to include the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and convert it into a mortgage, and actually hold this either long term or get everything rocking and rolling and sell it within 2 to 3, 5 years down the line. And like I said, I'll hold for 2 to 3 years. Really, if I buy this. If we do come to an agreement, I'll hold this for about 5 years, 6 years, and then sell it. One thing, Kentucky, I don't buy a lot of notes in Kentucky. This would be the first one that I'm trying to buy in Kentucky. I specifically stay out of Kentucky just because you have to have a license, and according to this, you have to have a bond. I hear people throwing out, you have to have $1 million bond. You have to have $1 million or $250,000 bond. And like the net worth and the funding source, that's not an issue. But the $250,000 bond amount, it's not the $1 million that people are talking about. And then you do have to have a license. Any entity, sole proprietor that directly or indirectly holds himself out as being able to make or purchase loans secured by mortgages on residential real property, being able to service loans secured by mortgage on residential real property, or being able to buy or sell notes secured by mortgages on residential or real property. But there's this little thing that says, who does not need this license? Real estate investment trust is one that's right here. And then the other one is the any natural person making a mortgage loan with their own funds for personal own investment without intent to resell. So, my initial goal was, like I said, was to resell it. But if I'm able, I got a call out to the person regarding a couple of questions that I have, and one of them is, if I actually fund this in my self-directed IRA, and my intentions aren't to sell it, I'm just going to go ahead and keep it. Can I go ahead and buy the note? And like I said, I haven't bought any notes in Kentucky, just because you hear that the licensing agreement and then the $1 million bond, that thrown around a lot. It's actually $250,000. So, like I said, I got a call into the mortgage department, not the mortgage department, but the lady who actually handles all this, and I'm waiting a call back from her to see whether or not if I can really move forward with this. But I just want to be able to have full disclosure on things that I buy moving forward, and I always want to make sure that I'm 100% in compliance with everything. So, with that, is this a deal or a dud? I'd still say it's a deal, possibly. So, a couple things. I'm waiting on the seller to get back with me regarding my bid, and if they're going to accept that. And then also, I'm waiting on a response on whether to get more clarification on these rules and these regulations, because I just want to make, like I said, I just want to make 100% sure that I'm compliant with this. So, if you need any, or I should say, if you have any questions about this deal or about any other deals that I've done, please feel free to reach out to me. My phone number is 513-301-1468. Shoot me an email, larry@ljhinvestments.com. Schedule a 30-minute call with me, talkwithlarryhoffman.com, or visit me there on Twitter, Lawrence J. Hoffman Jr., or you can go to my website and sign up for some free, a free book on using your self-directed IRA to earn above average returns. And like I said, if you have any questions, once again, please feel free to reach out to me. Thanks, guys.